Assalamu alaikum student. Today I'm going to solve IGCSE Mathematics paper 4 February March 2024. Before starting the paper, I request you please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon button. Question 1. A grocer sells potatoes, mushroom, carrot. Part A, customer buy 3 kg of mushrooms at $1.04 per kg and 4 kg of carrot at $1.28 per kg. Calculate the total cost. We can calculate the total cost. That will be equal to the total cost of mushrooms and the total cost of carrot. The cost of mushroom we can calculate if we multiply the total quantity to the rate of the mushrooms. You see here the total quantity of mushrooms is 3 and the rate of mushrooms is 1.04, and the cost of carrot we can calculate if we multiply the quantity. You see here 4 kg quantity of carrot. The rate of carrot here is $1.28, therefore we multiply this. Now we can calculate, you see here 3 multiply 1.04, that will be equal to 3.12, plus 4 multiply 1.28, this will be equal to 5.12, and this will be equal to $8.24. This is the total cost. First part of part B. In 1 week, the ratio of masses of vegetables sold by grocers is potatoes, mushroom, carrot is 11:8:6. Work out the mass of mushroom sold as a percentage of total mass. Now we have to calculate the mass of mushroom sold by as a percentage of total mass. That will be equal to the mass of mushroom divided by total mass multiplied by 100. Firstly, we have to find the mass of mushroom and the total mass. You see here the given ratio here is 11:8:6. Actual values of these masses of vegetable will be actual values of potatoes will be 11x, mushroom is 8x, and the carrot is 6x. And we can write 11x ratio 8x ratio 6x. Total mass will be equal to 11x plus 8x plus 6x, that will be equal to 25x. Now we can calculate the percentage. The mass of mushroom, you see here, this is the mass of mushrooms, and this is equal to 8x, and the total mass here is 25x multiplied by 100. So x will be cancelled. We can write 8 multiplied by 100 over 25, and 25 times 4 is 100, therefore 32% is the answer. In the second part, the mass of potatoes, mushrooms, and carrot sold is 1500 kg. To find the mass of carrot the grocer sells this week. Now you see here the total mass in expression here is 25x, and the total mass given here is 1500 kg. Now we can write 25x equal to 1500 kg. Therefore, the x will be equal to 1500 divided by 25, and this will be equal to 60 kg. Now the mass of carrot here is given. This is the mass of carrot, and this value is 6x. We write here is mass of carrot equal to 6x. Therefore, we can write 6 multiplied by the value of x is 60, and this will be equal to 360 kg is the answer. Next is the part third. The profit the grocer makes Selling 1 kg of carrot is 0.75. Find the total profit grocer makes selling the carrot this week. Total carrot sold this week is 360 kg, and the total profit will be equal to quantity multiplied by profit rate. Profit rate. You see here the total profit will be equal to quantity is 360 kg. The profit rate is $0.75 per kg. 360 multiplied by 0.75, and this will be equal to $270, and this will be equal to $270, and this is the answer. Now the next part of this question. Part 4. On the last day of the week, the grocer reduces the prices of 1 kg of potatoes by 8% to 1.15. Calculate the original price of 1 kg potatoes. We have to calculate the original price of 1 kg potato. We suppose X is the original price. Let the original price of 1 kg will be equal to X dollar. Discount here is 8%. Therefore, after discount, the selling price here will be cost price minus discount. The selling price become $1.15. The cost price here is X dollar minus discount is 8% of original price, that is X. Therefore, we can write X minus 8 over 100 X, and that will be equal to 100x minus 8x over 100, and this will be equal to 92 over 100 x equal to 1.15, and this will x will be equal to 1.15 multiplied by 100 divided by 92, and this will be equal to 1.25, and $1.25 is the original value, and this is the answer. Part C, the grocer buys 620 kg onion cracked to nearest 20 kg. He packs them into bags, each containing 5 kg of onion cracked to nearest 1 kg. Calculate the upper bound for the number of bags of onion that he packs. Firstly, we will calculate the number of bags of onion that he packs. The number of bags will be equal to the total mass of onion over the 1 bag mass of onion. We have to calculate the total number of bags of onion of upper bound value. This upper bound value will be equal to the total mass of onion of upper bound value divided by the total 1 bag of mass of onion of lower bound value. See here the total mass of onion here is 620 kg. We write here is 620 kg. Now the upper bound value will be equal to the given value plus the error value. You see here the value is correct to nearest 20 kg. Therefore, the error will be equal to 20 over 2. That will be equal to 10 kg. Now to calculate the upper bound value, we will add this error value is 10 kg, and this will be equal to 630 kg. Therefore, we can write here is 630 over 1 bag mass of onion of lower bound value. 1 bag of onion of onion mass is 5 kg. Now we will subtract this error value. Here is the correct to nearest 1 kg, that will be equal to 1 over 2, that's equal to 0.5 kg. We will subtract this value from this. We get 5 kg minus 0.45, that's equal to 4.5 kg. And now we write here is 4.5, and this value will be equal to 630 divided by 4.5, and this will be equal to 140 bags. This is the answer. Question number 2. ABCD are points on circle. ADX, BCX are straight line. Angle BAD, x degree. Angle DCY, DCX, y degree. Explain x equal to y. Give a geometrical reason for each statement. We have to prove the x equal to y. And you see here, this is the straight line. BCX is a straight line. Therefore, the angle of BCD will be equal to 180 minus y. We write here is the angle BCD is equal to 180 minus y. We write here is sum of adjacent angle on straight line. Next, you see here the angle A and angle C are diagonally opposite angle ends of cyclic quadrilateral. The sum of the diagonally opposite angle of cyclic quadrilateral equal to 180. Therefore, we use this property here, the angle BAD plus angle BCD. These are the opposite cyclic quadrilateral angle. The sum of these angle equal to 180. We write here is ABCD is cyclic quadrilateral. Cyclic quadrilateral. Therefore, we write as PAD is x degree, and this angle is equal to 180 minus y equal to 180. Therefore, 180, it would be cancelled. Therefore, x minus y equal to 0. And we can write here is x equal to y. And this is the proof. Next part B, show that angle ABX is similar to angle CDX. Now you see here the angle BAX is equal to x degree, and the angle DCX, that's equal to y degree. And you know the x equal to y, this is already proved. Therefore, we write here BAX angle equal to DCX and already proved. Next is the angle, the triangle ABX. We name it as AXB, AXB. And for this triangle CDX, the angle name will be equal to CXT. And these both angles will be equal because this is the common angle. Therefore, we write here is common. When two angles of triangle are equal, the triangles will be similar. Therefore, we write here is the triangle ABX is similar to triangle CDX. The reason is double A is the property, and this is the proof. Part C, AD equal to 15x, DX equal to 9x, and CX equal to 12 centimeter. Find BC. You know the AB triangle ABX is similar to triangle CDX. Therefore, we can write the AB our CD will be equal to AX our CX equal to BX our DX. Now we put the value in these ratios. So AX length, this is the length of AD is 15 centimeter, and DX is 9 centimeter, and CX is 12 centimeter, Therefore, we write here is the length of AX, that's equal to 15 plus 9. Therefore, this will be equal to 24. And CX length, you see here, this is CX is 12 centimeter. BX length, you see here is BX length will be equal to BC plus 12. We write here is BC plus 12 centimeter. Our dx is 9 centimeter. Now the 24 divided by 12, that's equal to 2. Now we can write 2 multiplied by 9. This will be equal to BC plus 12. And therefore, the 9 times 2 is 18. And BC plus 12 equal to 18. Therefore, the BC length will be equal to 18 minus 12. And this will be equal to 6 centimeter. And this is the answer. Next is the part second. Complete the statement. The area of triangle, the ratio area of triangle ABX, ratio area of triangle CDX. The area of triangles of ABX, ratio CDX, this will be equal to AX over CX whole square ratio. And you know this AX value here is 24 and CX value here is 12. And we can write this 24 divided by 2, we can write 2 over 1 square. And this will be equal to 2 square is 4, 4 ratio 1. Therefore, we write here is 4 ratio 1 is the answer. Question number 3, part A. The table shows information about the marks gained by each of 10 students in a test. Part first, calculate the range. You know the range is the difference between maximum and the minimum value. You see here the maximum mark here is 20 and the minimum marks here is 15. Therefore, we write the difference maximum marks minus minimum marks. And we write the maximum mark here is 20. Minimum marks is 15. Therefore, the 5 is the range value. Part second, calculate the mean. You know the mean is the sum of values divided by total number of values. We write sum of values divided by numbers of total number of values. To calculate the sum of values, we multiply the frequency to the value x. You see here the 15 marks occurring 4 times. Therefore, the total of 15 will be 4 into 15. That will be equal to 60. And next is 16 mark occurring 1 time. Therefore, we write 16 into 1. And 17 is occurring 2 times. 17 into 2 plus 18 occurring 1 time. We write 18 into 1. And next is 19 into 0 plus 20 into 2. That will be equal to total number of values. And this is 168. We write here is 168, the sum of values. The total values here are 10 because the 10 student, these are the 10 student mark. Therefore, we write divided by 10. 168 divided by 10, that will be equal to 16.8. This is the mean mark value. Next is the find the median. Median is the middle value of these mark. You see here, here are the 10 student marks. Therefore, the middle value is the 10 plus 1 over 2. That will be equal to 5.5 value. And this is the average of 5th and 6th value. Therefore, 5th plus 6th value over 2. That's the 5th value. You see here, the first 4 values here are for 15 marks. And the 16 marks is the fifth value. Therefore, we write here is 16th. Now, this sixth value, you see here the 5 plus 1 is 4, and the sixth value lie here. Therefore, the sixth value is the 17 marks. Therefore, we write here is 17 divided by 2. That will be equal to 33 over 2, and that will be equal to 16.5. Therefore, the median value is 16.5 is the answer. Next, write down the mod. Mod is the most occurring value. Therefore, you see here the 15 marks here are the most occurring value. Therefore, the 15 marks is the mod. Part B, Paulo's mean marks for homework task is 17. After completing the 8 tasks, this mean marks is 17.5. Calculate the Paulo's mark for 8 tasks. Firstly, we write here is the mean of 7 values. You see here the mean of 7 values here is sum of 7 values divided by total values here are 7. Therefore, we write S7 will be equal to the mean of 7 values here is 17. Therefore, 17 equal to S7 over 7, and that is sum of 7 values is 17 multiplied by 7, and that will be equal to 119. And next is the mean of 8 values. We write the mean of 8 values. That will be equal to S8, sum of 8 value divided by 8. Here is 17.5 equal to S8 over 8. And the sum of 8 values will be equal to 17.5 multiplied by 8. And this will be equal to 140. And therefore, the difference of sum of 8 values minus sum of 7 values, that will be equal to 8 value. And therefore, 140 minus 119, that will be equal to 21. And the Paulo's mark for the 8 task is 21. And this is the answer. Part C, the table shows the percentage score by each of 100 students in their final exam. On the grid, draw a histogram to show this information. To draw the histogram, firstly, we will calculate the frequency density. Now, the frequency density is equal to the frequency divided by the class mark divided by the class width. You see here the frequency here is 12 and the class width here is 30. Therefore, we write 12 over 30. That will be equal to 0.4. Next interval, the 30 to 50, the class interval is 20. The frequency density will be equal to 12 over 20. And this will be equal to 0.9. And next interval here is 50 to 60. The class interval is 10. And the frequency density will be 35 over 10. That will be equal to 3.5. And next interval is 10. And the frequency density is 20 and class width is 10. That is 20 over 10. That's equal to 2. And next is 70 to 100. The difference is 30. Therefore, 15 divided by 30. And this will be equal to 0.5. Now we will draw the histogram. We use the class interval and the frequency density. We will draw the bar, and the first bar will be the width of 30. You see here 0 to 30 and the height is 0.4. This is the height 0.4, and if we take the height 0.4, the width is 30. This is the first bar. The second bar is 30 to 50 and the height is 0.9. Therefore, this is 30 to 50 and this will be the bar of 30 to 50 and the height is 0.9. Next bar is width is 50 to 60 and this is the 60 and the height is 3.5, and we will draw the bar of height 3.5. Next is the width is 60 to 70 and the height will be 2. Now this is the bar of width is 60 to 70 and the height is 2. And the next bar is height of 0.5 and the width is 100. And this is the histogram. Now, in the next part of this question,
Shows a pyramid with a square base BCDE. The diagonal CE BD intersect at M, and the vertex F is directly above M. BE 12 centimeter, FM 9 centimeter. Calculate the volume of pyramid. The volume of pyramid is equal to 1 over 3 into base area into height. You see here the base area of this pyramid is square base. Therefore, the base area will be length multiplied by length multiplied by height. You see here the length of this base is 12 centimeter. Therefore, 12 into 12 multiplied by 9. 3 times 3 is 9. 144 multiplied by 3. And that will be equal to 432 centimeter cube is the volume of this pyramid. Part second, calculate the total surface area of pyramid. To calculate the total surface area of pyramid, firstly, we draw the netting of this pyramid. You see here, this is the netting of pyramid. And you see here are 5 faces, or the 4 faces of triangle having same areas. The base of the pyramid is square. Therefore, the total surface area of pyramid will be equal to area of the base plus sum of areas of triangle. You see here the area of base is area of square, and that is area of square is 12 into 12. This is 12 multiplied by 12 plus sum of area of triangle, that will be equal to 4 times area of triangle. We will take an area of any triangles. We take the area of triangle BFC, and this will be equal to 144 plus 4 times area of triangle BFC. To calculate area of triangle BFC, we will draw a slant length here. This is the slant height of the pyramid, and it intersects BC at point P. We can calculate this length FP by using the right angle triangle FPM. You see here, this is the right angle triangle FPM. This is the height FM is 9 centimeter. The length of MP is the half of AB. This is the length of half of AB. This is 12 over 2. This length is 12 centimeter. Therefore, half will be 6. Now, this slant length will be equal to, we use the Pythagoras theorem. This is the hypotenuse. FP is the hypotenuse. Square will be equal to base square plus perpendicular square, and this will be equal to 36 plus 81 is 117 L square, and the L length will be equal to square root of 117 is 1.0 1816, and we can write this value here. 4 into area of triangle BFC is 1/2 into base length. You see here, this is the base length BC, and this is the slant height FP. We can write BC into FP, and that will be equal to 144 plus 2 time of BC length is 12 centimeter, multiply by FP is 1.0816. When we multiply by 2 into 12, this value will be equal to 260, 144 plus 259.6, which this value equal to 403.6, and the 3SF value will be 404 centimeter square is the total surface area of the pyramid, and this is the answer. Part B, the diagram shows a toy made from a cone and a hemisphere. The radius of the cone and the radius of hemisphere are r centimeter. The slant height is 3r. The total surface area of the toy is 304 centimeter square. Calculate the value of r. Therefore, the surface area of toy, that will be equal to area of cone plus area of hemisphere. The area of cone is pi RL, and the area of hemisphere is 4 pi r square over 2. Because the area of sphere is 4 pi r square, when we divide this value by 2, we get the area of hemisphere. You see here the pi is taken as a common. We get RL plus 2r square. The radius is same for cone and hemisphere. Therefore, we write pi into r as it is. The length you see here, this is the slant length, that is 3r plus 2r square, and that value will be equal to pi into 3r square plus 2r square, that's equal to 5r square, and this will be equal to 304. The value of surface area given is 304. Therefore, the r square will be equal to 304 divided by 5 pi, and this r square will be equal to 19.35 centimeter square. We take the square root on both sides, we get 4.4 centimeter, and this is the radius of the hemisphere and cone. Next question. Question number 5, first part of A, factorize x square minus x minus 12. This type of expression to factorize, we use the midterm breaking method. In this method, we will take the factor of this number 12. The factor of this number is 2 times 6 and 3 times 4 is the factor of 12. We will take the factor when we subtract. The middle value should be minus 1x. You see here, we can write this 1x is minus 4x plus 3x, and the other values we write as it is x square and minus 12. Now next we will take the common between first two values, that is x, and this expression become x minus 4. The next two value, the common here is 3, therefore we can write x minus 3 into x minus 4, and we can write this x minus 4 as a common, the remaining value x plus 3, and this is the factorization of given expression. Part second, simplify x square minus 16 over x square minus x minus 12. You see here the numerator expression we can factorize by using the identity a square minus b square equal to a plus b into a minus b. From this identity, we can write x square minus 16 is written as x square minus 4 whole square. Therefore, we can write x plus 4 into x minus 4. Therefore, we can write the numerator expression x plus 4 into x minus 4, and the denominator expression is here is x square x minus 4 into x plus 3. We can write x plus 3 into x minus 4, and the x minus 4 and x minus 4 will be cancelled, and therefore the expression x plus 4 over x plus 3 fraction is the answer. Next, simplify part B. In this part, firstly we will expand this first expression by using the identity a minus b whole square. That will be equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square, and same the identity we use here a plus b whole square, that's equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. Using this identity, this 2x minus 3 whole square, that will be equal to 2x square minus 2 times of 2x into 3 plus 3 whole square. And the second expression minus x plus 1, we can write x whole square plus 2 times of x into 1 plus 1 whole square. And we can write this 4x square minus 12x plus 9 and minus x square minus 2x minus 1. We can write this 4x square minus x square, that's equal to 3x square minus 12x minus 2x, and this will be equal to minus 14x, and the next plus 9 minus 1, that's equal to plus 8. And this is the answer. Part C, write as a single fraction in simplest form. Firstly, we write this fraction 2x plus 4 over x plus 1. And the next fraction is minus x over x minus 3. To subtract these fraction, we make the denominator same. We can make the denominator same if we multiply the first fraction denominator and numerator by x minus 3. We multiply this numerator x minus 3 and denominator is also x minus 3. And the same here is in the next fraction, we multiply this denominator and numerator by x plus 1. Therefore, we multiply this x plus 1. Now you see here the fraction denominator becomes same. Therefore, we write the denominator x plus 1 into x minus 3. And the numerator of first fraction, we can expand it, and this become equal to 2x square plus 2x into minus 3, that's equal to minus 6x plus 4x plus 4 into minus 3 minus 12, and the minus x into x, that's equal to minus x square minus x plus 1, this equal to minus x. This we can write this 2x square minus x square is equal to x square minus 6 plus 4 minus 2, and minus 1 is minus 3x, and minus 12 is written as it is, and the denominator we can write this equal to x square, and this is minus 3x. Next we multiply 1 to x, we get plus x, and the 1 to minus 3 we get minus 3x, and this will be equal to x square minus 3x minus 12 over x square minus 2x minus 3. And this is the single fraction. Part D, expand and simplify x minus 3 into x minus 5 into 2x plus 1. Firstly, we will multiply the last two expressions Therefore, we can write this x minus 3 into, firstly we multiply x into 2x, this will be equal to 2x square, x multiplied by 1, we get plus 1x. Next, minus 5 into 10, minus 10x. Minus 5 into 1 is minus 5. And therefore, we can write this x minus 3 into 2x square minus 9x minus 5. Next, firstly, we multiply this second expression by x. Therefore, we get 2x cubed minus 9x squared minus 5x. Next, we multiply this minus 3 to 2x squared. This will be equal to minus 6x squared minus 3 to minus 9. That's equal to plus 18x minus 3 to minus 5 plus 15. Now, 2x cubed is written as it is. And minus 9 and minus 6, that's equal to minus 15x squared. Minus 5 plus 18, this equal to 13x. And plus 15 is written as it is. And this is the answer. Now, minus 3 multiplied by minus 9x, this will be equal to plus 27x. Minus 3 multiplied minus 5 is plus 15. Therefore, we can write 2x cubed is written as it is. Minus 9 minus 6 is minus 15x squared. Minus 5 plus 22 is plus 22x. Plus 15 is written as it is. Partly solve the simultaneous equation, you must show all your working. You see here are two equations. First equation is x minus 3y. We can write this equation as x equal to 13 plus 3y. And the second equation is 2x squared minus 9y equal to 116. We substitute the value of x in this equation 2. We write the value of, substitute value of x in equation 2. Therefore, we can write 2 into x squared. X is 3y plus 13 whole square minus 9y equal to 116. We can write this 2 into, we use the identity here, a plus b whole square. This will be equal to a square plus 2 times of ab into plus b square. The b here is 13 square minus 9y equal to 116. We can write 3's are 9y square plus 2 times 3, 6, 3 times 6, 13 times 6 is 78y plus 116 minus 9y equal to 116. This will be equal to 2 times 9 is 18y square plus 156y plus 338 minus 9y equal to 116. And we can write this 18y square plus 147y plus 338 minus 116 equal to 0. We can write this 8y square plus 147y plus 222 equal to 0. We divide this equation by 3. We get 3 times 6 is 18, 6y square, and plus 3 times 4 is 12, and 3 times 9 is 27, 49y. 3 times 7 is 21, and 3 times 4 is 12. This is 6y square plus 49y plus 74. To solve this equation, we will factorize the equation. We can factorize this equation by using the midterm breaking method. In the midterm breaking method, the middle value 49y we can break in the form when we multiply these two values, the answer will be 6 into 74. And when we add the answer of the middle value will be 49. Why? You see here we can write this 6 into 2 into 37. 12 times 37. When we multiply, we get this answer. And when we add this 12y plus 37y, we get to 49y. Therefore, we can break down this middle value as 49y is 37y plus 12y plus 74 equal to 0. Now we will take the common here, the first two values. You see here y is the common, we can write 6y plus 37. And we take the common in the next two terms. You see here 2 is the common, we can write 6y plus 37 equal to 0. Therefore, we get two factor y plus 2 into 6y plus 37 equal to 0. Therefore, we get the value of y here, y plus 2 equal to 0, or 6y plus 37 equal to 0. You see here y equal to minus 2. Here is the y equal to minus 37 over 6. To find the value of x, we substitute this value of y in this equation 1. Therefore, we can write this y equal to 13, 3y, x equal to 3y plus 13. And therefore, y here is minus 2. We can write 3 into minus 2 plus 3. And this will be equal to x minus 6 plus 3. This equal to minus 3. And the next value of x we can find x equal to 3y plus 3. And here x equal to 3 into minus 37 over 6 plus 3. We can write 3 times 2 is 6. We can write minus 37 over 2 plus 3. And this value will be equal to minus 37 plus 6 over 2. And this is minus 31 over 2. And this value is equal to 15 minus 15, 1 over 2. You see here when the value of x is minus 3, the value of y here is minus 2. And the next value of x is minus 37 over 6. And y value will be minus 15, 1 over 2. This is the answer.
The diagram shows the triangle ABC with AB 17.2, angle ABC 54 degree, angle ACB 68 degree. Calculate AC length. This is the length AC, and we have to calculate this length AC. You see here, this is the triangle ABC, and this triangle ABC, the two angles and one side given, and this length AC we can calculate using sine rule. The sine rule, the length AC, our sine of the opposite side angle, this is 54, and the length 17.2 centimeters. The sine of the opposite side angle is 68. We can solve this equation. This equation becomes 17.2 over sine 68 multiplied by sine 54, and this value will be equal to 15 centimeter, and this length is 15 centimeter is the answer. Now move the next part. Part B, M lies on BC and MC equal to 12.8, calculate AM. This is the length AM. For this length AM, we take the triangle AMC. In this triangle, two sides AC and MC given and the angle between them also given. The opposite side of this angle is AM. We can calculate using cosine rule. In the cosine rule, this length AM square will be equal to sum of adjacent square of the adjacent sides, 15 square plus 12.8 square minus 2 time of product of these two sides, 15 into 12.8 into cos of angle between them. This is 68 degree. Now we can calculate this. AM square will be equal to 15 square is 225 plus 12.8 square. This will be 163.84 minus 2 multiply 15 into 12.8 into cos 68. This value will be 143.84 and this will be equal to 245. Therefore, AM will be equal to square root of 245 and this value will be equal to 15.65 centimeter. This is the length of AM. The next part C. Part C, calculate the shortest distance from A to BC. The shortest distance from A to BC, it is the perpendicular distance from A on BC, and this perpendicular intersects this BC at point D. You see here in the triangle ADC, this is the right angle triangle. To calculate the side A, we will use the trigonometric ratio here. In the trigonometric ratio, the opposite side of our hypotenuse, this will be equal to sine 68 and the h will be equal to 15 multiply sine 68 and this will be equal to 13.9 centimeter is the answer. Question 7 part A, P equal to 8 minus 5, Q minus 4, 5, find 3Q. We can write this 3 into column vector Q minus 4 into 5 and this will be equal to minus 12 and 3 times 5 is 15 and this is the answer. Part second, part A, find P minus Q. Firstly, we write the column vector P 8 minus 5 minus column vector Q is minus 4, 5. We can write this as 8 minus minus 4 and minus 5 minus 5 and this will be equal to 8 plus 4 is 12 and minus 5 is 10 and this is the answer. Part B, P absolute P minus Q. We have to calculate the magnitude of P minus Q vector. This will be equal to x squared plus y squared square root. You see here the x value here is 12 square, 12. Therefore, we write 12 square, y is minus 10 whole square. And this will be equal to 144 plus 100 square root. And this will be equal to 245 square root. And 245 square root is equal to 15.65. This is the answer. Part B in triangle OMN, O is origin, OM equal to A, ON equal to B, S is the point on MN, such that MN ratio SN 5 ratio 3. Find in terms of A and B the position vector of SS, of position vector of S. Position vector of S means the vector OS. This is the vector OS we have to calculate. And this vector OS will be equal to OM plus MS. The vector OM is A and the vector MS, we have to calculate this vector MS in terms of A and B. You see here MS our SN equal to 5 over 3 and the MS our MN will be equal to, this is 5 ratio, this is 3, therefore MN will be equal to 8. We can write 5 over 8. MS will be equal to 5 over 8 into MN. MN, we can write MN is 5, MN we can write ON minus OM. And OM minus ON, you see here the ON is B, OM is A, we can write 5 over 8 into B minus A. And this will be equal to 5 over 8B minus 5 over 8A. We write here the value of MS 5 over 8B minus 5 over 8A. Now A plus A minus 5 over 8A, that value will be equal to 8A minus 5 over 5A over 8 minus plus 5 over 8B we write as it is, and this value will be equal to 3A 3 over 8A plus 5 over 8B, and this is the simplest form in terms of A and B of position vector of S. Question 8, part A, on the axis sketch the graph of y equal to 4 minus 3x. We can sketch this graph by taking some values of x. Suppose the value of x is 0 and 2 and 4. Against these values, we see the value of y. You see here, the value of y when we take x is 0, the value of y 4 minus 3 into 0 is 4. When we take x is 2, you see here 3 into 2, the value of y will be equal to 4 minus 6 is minus 2. And next is the value of y equal to 4. When y equal to 4, 4 into 3 into 4 is minus 12 plus 4 is minus 8. You see here the value of y against 4 is minus 8. Now we mark the value here. This is 0.0. This is 2. This value is 1, 2, 3, 4. Next we will mark the position on y. This is 2, 4, minus 2, minus 4, minus 6, minus 8. Next we will mark the point 0, 4. This is 0, 4. Next is the point 2 minus 2. This position is 2 minus 2, and 4 minus 8. This position is 4 minus 8. This is the position 4 minus 8. We will join all these points and we get a straight line. This is the graph of y equal to 4 minus 3x. Next is the part B. Part B, on the axis, sketch the graph of y equal to minus x square. To draw the graph y equal to minus x square, we will take some values of x, 0, 2, 4, 0, 1, 2, minus 1, minus 2. Against these values, the value of y will be y equal to minus x square. This will be equal to minus 2 square is equal to minus 4. Minus 1 square is equal to minus 1. 0 square equal to 0, 1 square equal to minus 1 square equal to minus 1 and 2 square equal to minus 4. Now we will mark these points here. This is 1, 2, 3. This is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Here is 1, 2, 3. And this is minus 1, minus 2, and minus 3. Firstly, we mark minus 2, minus 4. This is the point minus 2, minus 4. Next is minus 1, minus 1. This is minus 1, minus 1. Next is 0, 0. And next is 1, minus 1. And 2 minus 4. This position will be 2 minus 4. We will join all these points. You see here, we get the graph of this equation y equal to minus x squared. This is the graph. First part of part C, find the coordinates of turning points of the graph. You see here, this is the graph. At the turning points, the gradient of tangent is 0. Therefore, if we calculate the gradient of tangent, we can calculate the turning points. The gradient of tangent of any graph, we can calculate by taking the derivative. Firstly, we take the derivative dy over dx. And this derivative of right side, the derivative of 10 will be 0. The derivative of 9x square will be 9 into 2x. And the derivative of minus 2x cube, we write minus 2 as it is. The derivative of x cube, that will be equal to 3x square. And this value will be equal to 18x minus 6x square. To calculate the turning points, dy over dx will be equal to 0 because the gradient of tangent at this position will be 0. Therefore, we can write this value equal to 0. Now we will take the common, that's here is the common is 6x. We can write 3 minus x, and 3 minus x will be equal to 0 or 6x equal to 0. This value x will be equal to 3 and this x equal to 0. When x equal to 3, the value of y will be equal to 10 plus 9 into 3 square minus 2 into 3 cube, and this value will be equal to 9 plus 81 minus 27 into 2 is 54, and this value will be equal to 37. We write 337, and when x is 0, the value of y will be 10 plus 0 minus 0. This is equal to 10. We write 0, 10. And these are the turning points of the graph. Next is the determine whether each turning point is a maximum or minimum. To see the turning point is maximum or minimum, we will take the second derivative. You see here, the derivative dy over dx is equal to 18x minus 6x square. When we take the second derivative, this value become d square y over dx square, and the derivative of x is 1. Therefore, 18 into 1 minus derivative of 6 square will be 6 into 2x, and this will be equal to 18 minus 12x. When the x equal to 3, this value become d square y over dx square. This will be equal to 18 minus 12 into 3. That's equal to 18 minus 36. This is minus 18. And d square y over dx square is less than 0. Therefore, when the derivative d square y over dx square is less than 0, the function with the turning points at x equal to 3, the turning points is turning point is maximum. Next, we see the turning points of for x equal to 0. For x equal to 0, this second derivative d square y over dx square value become 18 minus 0, that's 18. And therefore, d square y over dx square is greater than 0. It means at this position x equal to 0, the turning point is minimum. We write for x equal to 0, the turning point is minimum. This is the answer. Question 9, part A.
Invest $8,000 at the end of 12 years. They each have 12,800. Part first, Jana invest in account that pays simple interest at a rate of 4% per year. Calculate the value of R. Firstly, we have to calculate the interest, simple interest value. That will be equal to amount after 12 years minus the principal amount. The amount after 12 years is 12,800 minus principal amount here is the investment amount, that's equal to 8,000. And this value will be equal to 4,800. The formula of interest, simple interest, I equal to P into R into T over 100. We put the value of interest here is 4,800. The investment amount is 8,000. Multiply by rate, multiply by time is 12 years, divided by 100, and 2020 will be cancelled. We can write 12 times R will be equal to 4,800 divided by 80 multiplied by 12. 12 times 4 is 48 and 20 is written as it is. We can write R will be equal to 400 divided by 80 and this will be equal to 5% is the interest rate of simple interest rate. This is the answer. Next is the part second. Kamal invests in an account that pays compound interest at a rate of R% per year and calculate the value of R. You see here the amount after 12 years is 12,800 and the compound interest formula, this will be A will be equal to P into 1 plus R over 100 power T. Here is the A is the amount after 12 years, that's 12,800. P is the investment amount, 8,000. 1 plus small r is here is capital R. Our time, our 100, the time is 12. Now we can write this 12,800 divided by 8,000 and this will be equal to 1 plus 100 plus R our 100 power 12 and 2020 will be cancelled. We can write 128 over 8, that's equal to 6.6. And this value we can write 100 plus R over 100 power 12. We take the 12th root on both sides and this 12th root on both sides. This 12 will be cancelled. Therefore, we can write this 100 plus R our 100 equal to 1.6 12th root, and this value is equal to 1.04, and we can write this 1.04 into 100 equal to 100 plus r, and this will be equal to 104 minus 100 equal to r. This will be equal to 4% is the compound interest rate. Next, the part B, the population of a city is growing exponentially at the rate of 1.8% per year. The population now is 260,000. The number of complete year from now when the population will first be more than 300,000.
The formula of exponentially growing value is same as the formula of compound interest. Firstly, we suppose that B is the exponentially growing value when the initial amount is A. After T year, this growing value will be equal to A into 1 plus R over 100 power T. This formula is same as in the formula of compound interest. Now this is the initial value, and this initial value you see here is 2,60,000 into 1 plus R. Here is 1.8. Our 100 into time is not given here, and this value 260,000 into 1 plus 0.018, and this value will be equal to 260,000 into power t, and this is 1.018 power t. This is value of b. You see here the value of population will first be more than 300,000. Therefore, we can write this b is greater than 300,000, and this b value here is 260,000 into 1.018 power t greater than 300,000, and this 1.018 power t is greater than 300,000 divided by 260,000. The 40 will be cancelled. That's 30 over 26. That's value will be equal to 1.1538. 1.018 power t equal greater than 1.1538. We will take the value 1.018 power 2, and this value equal to 1.036, and 1.018 power 3, this value will be equal to 1.056. Next, we will take the value where the value is greater than 1.1538. We will take this value 1.018 power 8. This value is equal to 1.1534, and this value is 1.1538. Therefore, we use 1.018 power 9. This value will be equal to 1.018 power 9, and this value equal to 1.174. Therefore, we will take 1.018 power 9 is greater than 1.1538 value, and when t equal to 9, the population will be grow more than 300,000, and this is the 9 year is the answer. Question number 10. The table shows the values for y equal to 2x cubed plus 6x squared minus 2.5. Part A, complete the table. You see here the value of x is minus 3. The value of 5 is not given here. We will find the value of y. When we substitute the value of x minus 3, you see here we get y equal to 2 into minus 3 cube plus 6 into minus 3 whole square minus 2.5. This will be equal to minus 54 plus 54 minus 2.5, and this will be equal to minus 2.5. Next is the value is minus 0.5. We substitute the value minus 0.5 in the place of x. We write is 2 into minus 0.5 cube plus 6 into minus 0.5 square minus 2.5. And this will be equal to minus 0.25 plus 1.5 minus 2.5. And this will be equal to minus 1.25. This is the minus 1.25. When we take the value of x is 1, the value of y will be equal to 2 plus 6 minus 2.5, and this will be equal to 8 minus 2.5, and this will be equal to 5.5. And these are the missing values. On the part B, on the grid, draw the graph of y equal to 2x cubed minus 6x squared minus 2.5. You see here the value of x is minus 3, the value of 5 minus 2.5. This is minus 3, and this value here is minus 2, and the middle of 2 and minus 2 and minus 3 is minus 2.5. This is the point minus 3 minus 2.5. Next is minus 2.5, 3.75. This is minus 2.5. It is the middle value of minus 2 and minus 3. And the value of 5 minus 3.75. You see here, this is minus 3. This is minus 3.2, 3.4, 3.6, and 3.8. The middle of 3.6 and 3.8, this position is the 3.75. Next is the point here is minus 2 to 5.5. This is minus 2, and this is the middle of 5 and 6. And this position will be the minus 2 and 5.5. Next is minus 1.5. This is minus 1.5. And the value of y is 4.25. This is 4. And this is 4.2, and this is 4.3, and the middle of 4. Just above the 4.2 is 4.25. Next is the minus 1 to 1.5 is minus 1, minus 1.2, 1.4, and this is the 0.5. Now next is the value minus 0.5. This value is minus 0.5 and minus 1.25. This is by 1 minus 1.25. This value here is the minus 1.25. This value will be and this is minus 1.2, and just below the minus 1.2 is minus 1.25. Next is the value is 0 to minus 2.5. This will be the middle of minus 2 is minus 3 is minus 2.5. And this position will be 0 to minus 2.5. Next is the value is 0 to 0.5 to minus 0.75. This is minus, and this is 0.5. And minus 0.75, this is minus 1, and this is minus 0.8. Just above the minus 0.8, this position is minus 0. This position is minus 0.75. Next is 1 is 5.5. We mark this position 5.5. Now we join all these points to draw the graph. Part C, drawing a suitable line on the graph, solve the equation. You see here, this is the equation given here. Now we subtract if we subtract 2.5 on both sides, therefore we get this value y equal to 2x cubed plus 6x squared minus 2.5. Therefore, this value is y, and this is equal to 2. And this graph is already drawn here. To solve the equation, we will draw a line y equal to 2. Now we draw the line y equal to 2. This is the line y equal to 2. The solution of this equation at which the both graph intersect. You see here, this is the position is 2. And at this position, the value of x here is minus 2.7. We will mark here x equal to minus 2.7. You see here the next value, this is the position where the both graph intersects. And you see here, this is 1.05. This is x equal to 1.05. Next value you see here, this is 0.5, 0.6, and this is 0.7. This position is x equal to 0.7. Therefore, the value of x here is x equal to minus 2.7 minus 1.05 and x equal to 0.7. And this is the solution of this equation. Part D, the equation 2x cubed plus 6x squared minus 2.5 equal to k has exactly two solutions. Therefore, we can write y equal to k. We have to draw a line at which the graph intersect at two positions. You see here, if we draw the line here, this line intersects the graph at two positions, at which x equal to, at which the value of y will be 5.5. Therefore, we can write this k equal to y equal to 5.5, and therefore this value of k is 5.5. Next, you see here, if we draw the line here, and this line also intersects the graph at two positions, where the value of y is y equal to minus 2.5. Minus 2.5, therefore we write k equal to minus 2.5 is the answer. Question 11, f of x equal to 1 over x, g of x equal to 3x minus 5. Find g f of 2. We can write this g f of 2. We can, you know, f of x here is 1 over x. Therefore, we can write f of 2 will be equal to 1 over 2. Therefore, we substitute the value here, that is 1 over 2. Now, g of 1 over 2, that value becomes 3 into 1 over 2 minus 5, and this will be equal to 1.5 minus 5, and this will be equal to 3.5, and this is the value of the f of 2. Minus 3.5, this value is minus 3.5. Next part, second, g inverse of x. Now, g inverse of x, we write g of x equal to y, then x will be equal to g inverse of y. And we make the subject x of x equal to 3x minus 5. Therefore, we can write y equal to 3x minus 5. And this will be equal to y plus 5 over 3 equal to x. Therefore, we can write this value y plus 5 over 3 equal to g inverse of y. We replace y with x. Therefore, we can write x plus 5 over 3 equal to g inverse of x. This is the answer. Next is the find B part, the simplest form gx minus 2, g of x minus 2. You know g of x equal to 3x minus 5. Now g of x minus 2 will be equal to 3 into, we replace x with x minus 2, we write x minus 2, 3 into x minus 2 minus 5. This value will be equal to 3x minus 6 minus 5, and this value equal to 3x minus 11 is the answer. Next is gf of fg of x equal to 0.1. Firstly, we write the function. There is g of x, and this function is 3x minus 5. Next, f of g of x, we can write f of 3x minus 5. You know f of x equal to 1 over x, therefore we can write this 1 over, the value of x here is 3x minus 5, we write 3x minus 5. Now this value is 1 over f of g of x equal to 0.1, therefore we write 1 over 3x minus 5 equal to 0.1. 1 equal to 0.1 equal into 3x minus 5, and this will be equal to 0.3x minus 0.5 equal to 1. We can write this 1 plus 0.5 equal to 0.3x, and 0.3x will be equal to 1.5, and x will be equal to 1.5 over 0.3, and this will be equal to 5, and the value of x is 5. Next part, second, h of x and g of 7 equal to 0. You see here h of x value here is 2 power x. We write 2 power x minus g of 7. There is g of x is 3x minus 5. Therefore, g of 7 will be equal to 3 to 7 minus 5. This will be equal to 21 minus 5 is 16. We can write g of 7 is 16. We write here is 16 equal to 0. We can write 2 power x equal to 16. We can write this 16 is 2 power 4. Therefore, 2 power x equal to 2 power 4. Therefore, 2x will be equal to 4. This is the answer.
Question number 12. The diagram shows a circle of radius 12 centimeter. With a sector removed, calculate the perimeter of the remaining shaded region. The perimeter of the shaded region will be equal to arc length of the sector, arc length of shaded region, plus 2 radii, 2 into r. You see here the arc length is the equal to x degree over 360 multiplied by 2 pi r. Here the angle of this shaded region is 360 minus 50. This equal to 310. Therefore, the arc length will be equal to 310 over 360 multiplied by 2 multiplied by pi, and the radius is 12 plus 2 into 12. Now 0, 0 will be cancelled. We can divide 12 times 1 is 12, 12 times 3 is 36. 2 multiplied 31 is 62 over 3 pi plus 24. This value will be equal to 64.93 plus 24, and this will be equal to 88.93 centimeter is the answer. Part B, the diagram in part A shows the top of cylindrical cake with a slice removed. The volume of the cake that remains 3,510 cubic centimeter. Calculate the height of the cake. The shape of the cake just like this, and this shape 3D, this is 3D shape, 3D regular shape. The volume of the regular shape is equal to area, base area into height. Here is the base area is the area of sector. The area of sector that's equal to x degree over 360 multiplied by pi r square into height. The angle of this sector is 310. We write is 310 or 360 into 3.142 into radius is 12 square, that is 12 into 12, multiply by height is we have to calculate, and the volume here is 3510 cubic centimeter. Now when we multiply 3110 to 3.142 multiply 144 divided by 360, the answer will be equal to 389.608 H equal to 3510. Now the H will be equal to 3510 divided by 389.608, and this value is equal to 9 centimeter. This is the height of the cake.